The moment we've all been waiting for is here. The OP10 update is live. Thank you, Maibatsu, and everyone who works on the sim for getting this up. I've been ready for these deck profiles for so dang long. Man, I've been so hyped for OP10 because you my boy Law, you love my red-green Law, and surprisingly, as the biggest useless Captain Kid hater, I am so excited to try out this deck. I don't play yellow, but this one is hype. I think this is going to be a really underrated deck, and I think it's going to do really well in our format because we are more control-oriented, and I think you can take so much control on the board with this leader effect, and you have such a great curve into your 4-drop Basil Hawkins, 6-drop Nico Robin, 8-drop Captain Kidd, 10-drop, 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 whatever you need to do, this deck can do it, and I'm so excited for it. Let's do a full review on the set. I'll do it together because I'm just so hyped, man. I'm antsy. I'm ready. So we're going to start with the new leaders. We have Smoker right here. On your opponent's turn, your characters with the Navy or Punk Hazard trait gain plus 1,000 power, which really helps you from being KO'd from power effects or just by battle in general. Really excited to see that. Activate main once per turn. If you have a character with 7,000 power or more, set 2 Dawn as active, and that is an activate main. So anytime during my turn, all I need is a Ben Beckman on the board, and I get 2 Dawn back. Basically, Ben Beckman turns into Cavendish. 0 Dawn needed to put on your leader. That's insane. You have a 7k swing with your leader at the very minimum, and you get to KO something on board. This leader is kind of cracked to the gills, and I don't know why it's not played more. I don't know if it's because of the first effect not having as much effect, but I love that the dual color leaders are getting dual effects that go with both of the colors. We get to the Caesar Clown, times 2 Dawn when attacking. They try to make an RP Law red-blue Caesar Clown. I don't care for this one. You may return one of your Punk Hazard type characters with a cost 2 or more to the owner's hands. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 4,000 power or less. This is mid, in my personal opinion. Maybe it's gas somewhere, but I just don't really think so. I think this is just okay, honestly, but it's not the one I'm most excited for. Cool leader, though. Look itself. Clown, Caesar, he looks dope. Anyways, we get into Sugar. This is like, I'm more excited for green-purple Doflamingo in this archetype with the new purple support. A little bit of it because a lot of it's just not the best, but I'm just a hater. I'm just a natural-born hater. End of your turn, if you have a character with the Don Quixote Pirates type with a power of 6,000 or more, set up to one of your Dawn as active, and then opponent's turn, once per turn, you may activate, when you activate an event, set up to one of your Dawn as active. So basically we're playing a lot of one-cost events, which I'm assuming is going to be like our Blast Breath and the new ones that were just added in the OP10 set that I haven't previewed yet. I think it's pretty solid. It's going to be worse than green-purple Doflamingo in my opinion. Just getting 2 Dawn active I think is a lot stronger, and having the ability to use Birdcage, but that's just me. That's just me. Let's go over to Usopp, one that a lot of people are really hyped for. I actually personally really like Usopp, but he gets so much hate in the world because of the character that he is in the show. Your cost 2 and greater, higher, or greater Dressrosa type characters gain plus 1 cost, which is always happening on the board, which is really good, which is the black side of the effects. And then opponent's turn, once per turn, this effect may be activated when one of your Dressrosa type characters are removed from the field by your opponent's effect, or are KO'd. So if they kill it with a swing, or if they bottom deck, they trash it, they KO it by any effects, you get to draw a card if you have 5 or less cards in hand. That's actually really strong. It's basically like a boa effect on a blue-black leader that is KOing your opponent's abilities. So giving card draw to a black deck that has the ability to use Gravity Blade cracked out the gills. I'm not going to lie. That is kind of crazy. We get over here to the... Whoa. Hold up. We missed a guy. This guy right here, times 1 Dawn, activate main once per turn. If the total of your characters is 5 or more, you may return one of your characters to the hand, reveal the top of your life. If that card is Supernova type character with a cost 5 or less, you can play it. So basically you get to play bodies out for free using your life, and that gives you a lot of advantage. It's like the purple Luffy of a 2-life or 2-color leader. It's okay, honestly, but I just love Law in general. The thing is, this doesn't have a dual effect like some of our other leaders that you see that kind of go with both colors. This mixes the two by using your life to play out characters, and the green effect of having the 5 cost criteria across the board, and you're cheating out 5 drops in the first place. Plus you have the ability to use Cavendish, which is obviously going to be a very strong card in this deck. Let's move on to what everyone calls Piss Kid. This guy right here, you may turn the top card of your life face up, set it to one of your 3 or 8 characters with the Supernova type as active. That character gains blocker until the end of your opponent's turn. And if you don't know how the One Piece TCG works, this effect works even if they are active. So the set your character as active is not something that has to happen to make a character blocker. So when we play something down, we can technically use this effect to not have to take life. And so we are a very control-oriented yellow deck playing off of triggers and knowing what our life is, while our opponent also gets access to that information. But we get to play our big 8-cost characters as blocker and resetting them as active to not be starved out. I really like this. I think this deck is really good, and I think it's going to do really good in our meta personally because we like those control-oriented decks, and a lot of local people, at least at my locals, really like yellow. I don't know what it is. Let's get into some of the key cards, though, here. There's so many to look at. Let's look over the SR specifically. I think that's going to have the most effect on the meta. There's a few other cards I'll point out, but I may miss some. And if I miss some, please leave a comment, and leave a comment in the Discord as well. You can join the Discord for free. Come hang out. We have a bundle trade. You can find other cards and stuff like that that you may be looking for. All that good jazz. We go right here to the Sanji. Your turn. This character gains plus 3,000 power. On KO, draw 1 card. So this is a 4K on your opponent's turn if you are playing the Smoker leader. Or you get to, or on your turn, it has plus 3,000. So it's a 3-drop 6K with 1K counter. That's honestly pretty solid, especially in the Smoker deck itself. I don't know what other deck you could use this for. Actually, maybe Rebecca. Or not Rebecca. Vivi. Vivi could definitely take advantage of this card, getting to play this for 3 and then swing a 6K on a 5-Dawn turn, I guess, and getting to draw a card, and then on KO drawing another card. That's the best advantage I see in this card personally, but who's to say? I don't know the meta yet. I haven't even been up to date with OP10. I've been so locked in on our OP09 format, trying to give you guys all the OP09 deck lists that I can, but I'm super excited for OP10 if you can't tell. 7-drop Caesar Clown. Look for the 5 cards, reveal a smiley, put it in your hand, and then place the rest at the bottom of your deck, then play 1 smiley. Cheating a body out on a 7-drop. It's just like Purple Luffy. I kind of actually like that. We'll go over here to the Tony Chopper, and I know this looks weird because it says Tony Chopper, but it's Sanji, but it's part of the archetype and the era, the Punk Hazard archetype. So if you don't know, you just need to finish the show. Opponent's turn, this character has plus 2,000 power and it's a 2K counter. So if you play this in the Smoker deck list, technically, isn't this a 7K blocker for a 4-drop 2K? Because all your Punk Hazard characters gain plus 1,000, is that correct? Yeah. So this is a 4-drop 7K blocker in that deck. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but that's kind of crazy. That's crazy. That's scary. We've got Monet right here, which is made for the Caesar Clown deck. You may rest this card, give up to 2 Rested Dawn to your leader or up to one of your characters. Then give one of your opponent's characters minus 1,000. So this is the card you want to bounce back off your Caesar ability, giving 2 Dawn to your Caesar, and then you return the Monet, and you make something minus 1,000, killing a 5K power character. Pretty solid right there. Obviously, with Law, we have to look over some of the green stuff, but most of the Supernova stuff, I believe, is in yellow, so we'll have to go over that. Lim did get some support in the Odyssey type, as you can see, as well as the Wano Punk Hazard type right here. You may place this character and a Kinemon with 1,000 power from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. Play up to 1 Kinemon with a cost 6 or higher, or cost 6 from your hand, specifically just cost 6, which is going to be the OP10 Kinemon SR. That's pretty cool right there. It's a cool way to cheat it out. This card paired with the other side, I don't even know where it is. Oh, there we go. It's right next to it. You may place this character in a Kinemon with 0 power. So they go off of each other, being a 2K counter. You can counter with this, play this, and then cheat out the cost 6, which is actually kind of cool. But again, we have the Mihawk. This card's very good in the Odyssey type, but Smoker is going to be the best card for this Punk Hazard type. Banish, activate main, set it to one of your Dawn as active. Then you cannot set any of your Dawn as active through character effects for the rest of this turn, but we do this effect last, getting that 1 more active Dawn. This is a 7K, so it makes our leader ability live, so we can play this for 5, set 2 is active, set 1 is active. We now have 3 more active Dawn to play with and use for either events or characters to play out on the board, swarming the board. We just need a little draw power, and I think this deck is crazy meta. And I could see us even using the 1-drop event that says rest 2 of your characters, draw 2, but honestly, I don't know about that one. It's just an idea. Then you have Tashigi right here, 3-drop, 4K, 2K counter. When one of your green characters other than Tashigi would be removed from play due to your opponent's effect, you may instead rest this card, so it doesn't trash itself. It literally just rests itself, and it's from any ability. KO, trashing, bottom decking, whatever you want to do to my card, I just rest this 2k counter on the field, and it's safe. So really good stuff. I think this is going to be played in every single green deck from here on out. We get over here to Usopp. There's not a lot to highlight other than this Rebecca, in my opinion. Maybe the other 7-drop Kyros right here, but we'll get into that after we do this. If there is a cost 8 or greater character in play, which she will be if you play her in the Usopp deck because she has +1 cost, draw 1 card, then reveal up to 2 cost 7 or lower Dressrosa type characters other than Rebecca from your hand. Play one of them as active, then if the other has a cost 4 or less, play it as rested. So we get to cheat out 2 bodies right here that have the Dressrosa type. This card's crazy because it can also cheat out the Kyros, return a cost 5 or lower to its owner's hand. The bounce Kyros right here, so we get to play this for 7, play this for 7, and then play out a 4 cost, and that 4 cost could be, what, does it have the criteria to be blue? No, it just has to be cost 4 lower Dressrosa. So you could technically cheat out a 4-drop Rebecca, which your opponent would have to probably kill, which you can get later from your Gecko Moria. That's a whole different combo. But now that 4 cost can play out a 3 cost rested. And then if we have 8 Dawn, we play 1 for Ice Age right there. And now we are cheating out Brook. With our Rebecca, we played out rested to play out a Brook that now just killed a 6 cost character while developing 2 bodies, 3 bodies. Oh wait, 4 bodies in 1 turn. That's insane. The purple stuff, I honestly don't know what to highlight because I haven't really gone over it, but we'll go with SRs per usual. On play, Dawn -1, play up to 1 cost 5 or lower Don Quixote pirate type character from your hand. Really strong, just spamming out the board. And then opponent's turn, once per turn, you may rest one of your Dawn. Add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck as active. That's crazy. So this has built-in ramp, replacing the -1 that you just did. So if you play this in green, purple, Doflamingo, you still have 1 Dawn to use for your counter events. This card is crazy. This is actually wild. Green, purple, Doflamingo needs more hype for this OP10 format. And here's our 5-drop Rosinante that we're obviously going to be cheating out. You may trash 1 event from your hand, draw 2 cards. That's on play. And then if you have 7 or more Dawn cards, set up to 2 of them as active at the end of your turn. So now we are getting 4 Dawn as active. So we play this out. We can rest 1 to reactivate a Dawn because we're going Dawn minus for some kind of effect. Maybe a 9-drop Kaido on our next turn or anything like that. This guy will set 2 of your Dawn as active and your other 2 are also active. So in green purple, this just got 4 active. You're setting 1 as active. This is crazy. I don't even understand purple right now. Let's get into the Kuzan right here. This character cannot be removed from the field by your opponent's effect. No counter. You may trash this character, draw 1 card, then place up to 1 Blackbeard type character with a cost 5 or lower from your trash and play it out. So that plays out as active, and it draws a card. So you're going neutral in hand size while also cheating out an important body in your trash, and this can't be removed from the field in any way, even bottom decking. This card is going to be insane and scary because this is the setup deck, and this helps you set up perfectly because you can cheat out your Burgess and be J chillin'. We'll go into the 6-drop Luffy right here. Once per turn, this character cannot be KO'd by your opponent's effects. This is the secret rare of the set and the manga. You may place 3 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. Then if your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, your opponent trashes 1 card from their hand. That's wild. It helps with hand control, I guess, but just okay effect, honestly. I'm not like crazy hype about it. It's definitely one that I'll play in the deck, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Hey guys, maybe I don't know. Let me know if I don't know. Then we'll go into Liberation. If you have 2 characters less, or 2 or more characters less than your opponent, kind of weird wording there, KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with an original, 1 of your opponent's characters with a original cost of 6 or less, and then 1 with the original cost of 4 or less. This helps us clear those aggro bodies from the board, such as Blue Doflamingo and so many other decks, especially as we get into cards like this that are spamming out extra bodies on board. So Van Augur and this card combo together to KO so many bodies on the board if we can find it again. Holy cow. 6 Dawn is a lot of cost for this effect, but obviously it's very good, and it is not locked to just the Blackbeard Pirate, so technically you can play this in just about any deck. I don't know if you'd play it in anyone other than Blackbeard, but honestly, like I said, guys, I don't know the OP10 format. This is my honest review of the bigger, best cards. Then we get into the yellow supernova categories, and I love my supernovas here, so let's go into the 2K counter Beji. 2K counter, you may add one card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand, add up to one character with the supernova type from your hand to the top of your life cards face up. So this is played in both Eustace Captain Kidd, I believe Eustace Captain Kidd. I'm not 100% sure on that one actually, but I know it's played in Law, which obviously Law can use that effect to play out the 5 cost and set it up. So it's definitely played as a 4 of in this deck. Here's the secret, and I think this also has a manga. I could be wrong. I honestly don't remember off the top of my head, but 7 drop, 9k, so it has that vanilla stat line. And on play, reveal a supernova type character from your hand and add it to the top of your life face down, setting up our leader ability. Then if your leader has the supernova type, give up to 1 rested dawn to your leader. So we can actually put a card up there and then play it out, or we can choose not to and just gain a life. Gaining a life is going to be really strong because we are yellow and green, so we're sitting at 4 life, so just gaining life is great, or cheating out an extra body, or maybe a blocker, anything of the sort. Kind of crazy. Obviously, guys, there's so much more to OP10 than I just went through, but I want to give you guys a speed update because I want to be the first one on here, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I want to get here. I want to let you guys know my honest opinions, and I want to let you guys know first, because this is hype. I was literally just playing Purple Kaido because one of you guys asked for it. I think it was Cobalt, but one of you guys asked for a Purple Kaido video, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. And then it said, someone else has an updated one. I was like, so anyways, guys, that's my thoughts on the OP10 setup. Are you guys excited to play some of these decks? I'm excited for OP10 to drop. So if you want to see those deck profiles and everything, make sure to subscribe, join the family, join the Discord, come hang out. It's a vibe session, guys. Let's have a good time. I don't know what that was, guys. OP10, I'm just too hyped, man. I'm just too hyped. I'm excited. So I'll see you guys in the next one. We're doing a deck profile tomorrow for Eustace Captain Kidd. And we'll do the Purple Kaido one later. I'm sorry. That's getting thrown to the side for a minute. I already have the deck built, but I was like, we're doing this. I'll see you guys in the next one.